I love you, Hjara.
I know.
Who knows how much time we have?
Go ahead.
There's no need to rush. Heard about the Ket ambush.
Welcome. You are the Pathfinder,
What are these symbols on the...
My people worship here.
and I give the blessings.
I'm a bit of a stranger to your faith.
A stranger in all things, perhaps. The blessing is offered with simple goodwill.
Why don't you practice religion in public?
Those who are slaves to the Ket are forbidden to express them. We honor their isolation by practicing privately. Faith is also strongest when no one sees it.
It would be an honor.
I give you strength and courage, yet be clear your heart.
How do you become a priestess?
With great hardship. Only those who know darkness can lead others to light. I speak weakly words for those. They take my words to their families, so that they all find the strength I once longed for.
What do you believe?
In the never-ending growth of a soul that is reincarnated within a family. A righteous action in this life.
And with that,
Looks like medical supplies. Probably shouldn't tamper with them.
I need some kind of stimulant.
Looks like...
Jarl, have you come back to us?
Briefly,
And these must be the strangers I've heard so much about. You know, if not for Jarl, I might kill...
That must be difficult out here.
Jarl's the brave one.
How do you get supplies with the Ket everywhere?
the same way we came.
It's hard to fly in, so my children run most items through...
Children?
Their size makes it hard for the Ket to detect. We all do what we can out here, even children.
Are you selling anything we could use?
I have almost nothing left. What I do have, we need if we're going to stand any chance against the Ket. Maybe if you clear that Ket station on the South Road, I'd be able to bring in more and spare something for you.
How do you feel about Ephra?
Some speak ill of the man, but his plan is bold and the resistance. I'll do what I can to help until I can't help anymore.
Good luck, and stay safe.
Just make sure you return Jarl to us.
If you need patching up, you'll have to wait. A patrol just came through and I need to see to them.
Did they run into something out there?
The Cat are getting bolder. A band of them attacked our patrol last night. Our people managed to get out without much trouble, but I need to check them over.
It's actually warm in here. Those heaters...
We don't use them for heat. They generate artificial sun, so we don't go dark.
What do you mean, go dark?
Right, I suppose you wouldn't know about that. Our bodies generate... If we don't get enough, our immune systems weaken and our bioenergy slows. We go dark.
It can't be easy living in a place like this.
Between the cold and the lack of sun, it's tough to keep morale up. Most of us come from Aya or Haval, so it's a big adjustment. Immunity drops. But if the civilians in the settlements can live here without complaint, so can we.
I'll come back if I need anything.
I'll be here.
Yes, what is it? You're that alien they've been talking about on comms, aren't you? What? Shouldn't you be talking to the commander?
I'm not sure which question I should answer first.
How about none of them? I simply wanted to express my surprise that someone was in my way.
The commander said the alien wanted to help, but we need it. The emergency caches, maybe.
Emergency caches?
This is a war zone. Kett attacks are always a risk. Wounded. There's probably a cache of emergency No substitute for real medical attention.
Problem is the caches are empty right now. Restrained and no one's been out there to replenish supplies.
A great system and no one spared the time to make it work?
You have no idea what you're talking about, or how many of ours have been killed or captured. I still have patience to see, and I can't waste energy on this. If you want to help rather than judge, the supplies are by the wall, along with the directions to the caches. What?
Are you the doctor in charge here?
For the moment, my colleague Sella and I usually take There were too many battles. Too many she couldn't save. Working here can be exhausting, and I don't mean just physically.
The infirmary's full. What happened?
The Kett attacked a civilian transport not far from here. These fighters were dispatched to defend them. We won, but it was close, as you can see.
Why are the Kett attacking civilian ships?
They capture Hjara for slave labor. We've seen the detention. Some are transported elsewhere, and we never see them again. I can't imagine the horrors they're subjected to.
I'll let you get back to work.
That would be best.
These are the emergency medical supplies the doctor mentioned. We have to get them to the caches. Sam, you saving the location data?
Of course, Pathfinder.
I looked over the recruit Zephyr Center. Don't you have something to do?
Pathfinder, something I can do for you?
You the requisitions officer? I hear you're having supply issues.
Of course not. I don't know what you've heard, but everything's running fine.
I saw the messages sent to you. What are you hiding?
Keep your voice down. I need to keep this news contained. No one knows. If word gets around, we'll have a serious morale drop. I need...
You have any lead?
Not much. The supplies make it planetside, but never reach the base. The obvious answer is the Kett. Sabotage is their style. We changed our... I can't send someone to investigate without word getting around. I guess there's no avoiding it eventually.
Your people deserve to know what's happening. You should tell them.
With all due respect, I'm the one keeping this camp together. I know what's best for them. I can't sanction an official search, but I also can't stop you from investigating on your own. The nav point for the last drop location is in... You seem to be adept at decryption. So... Apologies, Pathfinder.
patrol approaching. Hope they give me a patrol suit.
That's the planet, with everything on it.
Not likely.
You don't win a war without good organization.
From this room, we keep track of our brothers and sisters in the field.
Pathfinder, I was told to expect you. Davia Kars, Chief Intelligence. I want to brief you on Vold. Any questions about the planet? Ask away.
How does the Resistance plan to win this war?
We don't have the forces to fight a planet-wide war. Our only hope is a strategic strike. The center of all Kett operations on Vold is across the valley. If we take down their at least, that is our hope.
Is that a map of Vold?
A living map, yes. Every region on the planet is represented. Updated in real time as we get information from Scat. You can see the nearest Dara, the Hjara Techiks, and Yarnik, the archaeological dig the Kett have occupied.
The bright spots on the map, are those cities?
Cities under siege by the Kett, yes. The largest is
Was.
It's hard to think of a city as a capital when it's just a maze of empty streets and burnt-out buildings. But buildings can be rebuilt. We are more than our cities.
Tell me more about Australia.
It's the recent focus of Kett attacks. They think they can break our spirit by tearing down our walls. The Kett learned that we fight to the death, and they would rather we submit. So they destroy our Dara, our homes. They drive us. They underestimate the Angora.
You mentioned the word Dar.
Well, translated directly, it means rock foundation. A Dar is smaller than a city, but larger than a settlement. There are several out here. Angora who live in Dara are combat trained, ready for anything.
I guess they need to be.
They take pride in defending themselves. But the Dara are their new target. We've had to change our tactics to... More patrols for the Dara means fewer raids on Kett camps. The Kett know this and use it against us.
I think I have enough info.
If you need anything else, I'll be here.
They all say the same thing. The Resistance is missing supplies.
Joe, my friend. Welcome home, brother.
Decryption successful, Pathfinder. Updating your nav system with a supply drop point.
But
Whoa! Didn't mean to sneak up on you. Your commander said you could show us the valley.
Zeke, I don't want to talk to it. You talk to it.
Ryder has a name.
You named it. How do you even tell them apart?
Stars, Beniska, just stop talking. Yeah, we can show you the valley. What are you looking for?
I want to prove I'm here as an ally. That means fighting Kett.
Head in any direction and you'll hit Kett eventually. They're all over Vold.
Like Querts, but with guns.
We've heard reports about captured Angara in a Ket labor camp down in the valley. If you're here to help, like the commander says, you could start there. Anything else?
What are those red lights down there?
That's Hjara, just one of the Dar in the valley. There's people there that might need help if you haven't checked it out already.
How does anyone live out here?
Why so surprised? We've adapted to this weather.
Those lights are conspicuous. Don't the Ket attack?
We've adapted to that too. The Ket want to take us alive, so we fight to the death. It seems to deter them.
What's that alien facility on that mountain over there?
That's the Ket Command Center. We have constant eyes on it.
What's its purpose?
It controls Ket operations on the entire planet. There's always ships coming and going.
I came face to face with the prefect there. Meanest, motherless Visan I ever saw.
Even the Ket seemed afraid. We don't have much intel on her, though.
Do you know of any remnant sites or ruins?
I think so. Actually, I don't know.
Seek, do you ever read the dailies?
No, you'll tell me if I need to know something.
So where is it?
Tall lights, over on your right somewhere.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Yeah, you behave. We're watching you. Yes? Need more information?
I'll let you...
Yeah.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. I'm reading a severe temperature drop. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Okay, Sam, what's Vold got for us?
Ket activity appears to be centered around this large central command post. According to Resistance intelligence, the base coordinates all Ket military efforts on Vold.
And taking it down will cripple their operations.
In theory. However, given the trouble the Angara Resistance has had infiltrating the base, it will not be a simple task. I recommend a more cautious approach that starts with the investigation of smaller Ket installations.
Any suggestions on how to get on Ephra's good side?
Resistance dispatches indicate there is someone in Hjara who needs help. We could visit Tekix, a larger and more established Angara Dar that is nearby.
Sounds good. Thanks, Sam.
Pathfinder, Vold's temperature range is fixed well below freezing, with pockets of heat. This necessitates the use of the Nomad.
Got it.
Our scans have detected remnant monoliths, which suggests the presence of a vault.
And that means we might be able to melt this ice cube. All right, we've got our work cut out for us. Let's get going.
Downhill's always more fun.
Trust me.
Follow the lights, Ryder.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Why were Hjara attacking us?
Pathfinder, I detect a datapad nearby.
Axul. Should I know about it?
That's a conversation for another time.
Pathfinder, I have informed Olisk. The drop point is secure.
Good. The Resistance should get their supplies now.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Before they find the Resistance!
I need help here.
Temperature's back to normal.
fragmented mineral nearby, Pathfinder.
Doesn't Sam just freak you out, Jal? A bot whispering in Ryder's brain, hearing him think.
Not at all. I'd love to take Sam apart. See how it all works. Though I'd need more information. Schematics. I wouldn't want to kill him.
Goes without saying.
Yeah, conversation over.
Hjara is a research station, mostly focusing on Vol's geology.
see if someone here needs help.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Someone around here probably knows what that ice is for.
I hear the researchers here drill into the ice in order to study it.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Can't get deep enough to take a proper sample. The ice is too thick. If I had better equipment, we would have finished days ago.
Try asking Armroll about it.
Someone said they saw an alien arrive at the Resistance base. Now here you are. Oh, I wish I could talk. But I gotta get this sky-cursed piece of... It's been picking up weird interference for days. I can't transmit data to our colleagues in Hjara.
Tech, huh? At the end of the day, it's just a mess of...
And yet we trust our lives with it. Stars! What's that interference?
High-powered communications array, most likely for planet-wide communications.
Makes sense. Anything on that interference the researcher talked about?
I am detecting a signal. It is faint, but this equipment is sensitive. Pathfinder, I also observe a regular pattern in this emitted signal. It may be artificial.
You don't mean... Ket? Are you saying the Ket are disrupting our comms? We must look into this.
Stars! What's that interference?
We can't just attack an entire... Ket's base.
So you're just giving up on Neilch? He was your best... You're that alien people have been talking about. Some say we can't trust you. But if you're here to fight Ket, that's good enough for me.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Ket kill people. They take our families and we never see them again. Anyone who fights against that has to be better than them. So, will you fight them? I know the location of the labor camp where they took my uncle.
What's a Ket labor camp for?
Different things. They put people... Sometimes they collect Angara, and once they have... And sometimes they just kill.
Damn, kid.
Don't be sorry. Make sure I don't lose more family.
I'll get your uncle.
Here's the nav point of the labor camp. Please hurry. Nilge may not have much time.
The ice got to the machinery again.
Heard there was an alien lurking about. Don't try to start something. We're all combat trained by the Resistance. And try not to disturb our data probes. Our research is valuable, though it may not mean much to you.
What's your focus out here?
Glacial movement, seismology, climate. Resources are tight, so our scientists... That way, we're prepared for anything.
Are you in charge here?
Lead researcher. Worked as a seismologist on Aya before I...
You volunteered?
We all did. Aya is fun. I can't speak for the rest, but I came here. So far, Vold has lived up to my expectations. Always a new mountain to scale.
How long has this station been around?
Only a few years. This used to be Ket territory before the We've discovered a wealth of resources. Metals, minerals, even a new species.
All that was hidden under...
And more. We've only scratched the surface.
I'll come back if I...
I'll...
Well, I haven't seen many of your kind around here, but I've heard lots about the... So far.
I'll take a look at your stock.
Got plenty of supplies. Looking to buy?
I'll take a look at your...
Got plenty. Found an abandoned site hasn't played.
Anything good in it?
Oh, I'm surprised the nutrient pays. This isn't Haval. You spend too long out there in the dark, you'll get weak, sick.
It's bad. I get it.
The moment you see sunlight, break cover. Soak up.
I'll be a target.
Not for long. You'll get a lot from just 5 minutes of exposure. After...
The human is listening.
You here to learn survival tips from old Percy?
Why does your kind need the sun?
We draw nourishment from solar radiation. Keeps us sharp.
But we have to keep out of sight, or the cat will spot us.
You sound like an expert.
What I can teach wouldn't help.
Your body can't store a charge.
If you go too long without sunlight...
Lack of regular exposure puts our bodies under stress.
Have to keep my strength up for the resistance.
Good luck out there.
I'm ready.
Not so fast. You still don't know...
Janlith, I'm pretty sure there's something here. They'll probably affect... The numbers check out. I don't know what else I can do to strengthen my argument. Oh, hello. You're that rider alien everyone's talking about. What can I do for you?
You said something about ice talkers? What are those?
Oh, that's something of a joke between me, journalists, and everyone who went to school with us in this. One of our classmates was at an old archaeological dig and thought he heard a voice through. 2 months later, another group claimed they heard the sound.
What was it?
Too much Malay. That's what journalists. Now it's become something of a joke between them.
Ah, the alien. We heard reports. Can't imagine anything here interests you.
Why not? I heard this was a research station. I'm always interested in exploratory...
I wasn't expecting that. Now, is there anything you need from me?
You were saying something about...
Huh? Don't let anyone hear you. Stupid story that started years ago. Talk to Dinor. He knows more about how that tale spread.
What are you doing with this giant block of ice?
That was cut out from below Hjara. We're right above an inland sea, and the ice goes... Everything under the first layer was perfectly preserved from a time before. There's a lot we can learn from the composition of the deeper layers. Microbes, ancient life forms, all untouched by the Scourge.
I won't just...
Only the Ket showed us...
Our histories say there were once flower meadows on Vold. Colors we didn't have names for.
Whatever you think of it, this is a beautiful planet.
Thinking about a frozen moon I was once stranded on, almost lost my good toe.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Ket machinery, watch out.
So your granddaughter, Kesh, is superintendent of the Nexus. I thought the Krogan all left.
Nexus brass would have loved to see Kesh off that station with most of us. My Rushan's special. She's keeping them honest.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Sam, another memory prompt?
One of your father's memories is now accessible.
Lots of respect for the Angara. The way they fight, it's almost Krogan.
They're a tough bunch.
I, and many others, have never known a world without Ket. The Resistance fights so our children may one day be free.